Where do we derive this moral agency? And in your worldview, how do we know what is morally right and wrong? So something that the vegans can never answer. Always ask them this. And if you are coming from a materialist, nihilistic standpoint, you can't stand up against veganism. You can't stand up against transhumanism. You can't stand up against the people trying to normalize pedophilia. You can't stand up against all the LGBTQIA+. If you're coming from a place of secular humanism and of nihilism and of materialism, you can't refute any of these worldviews. But these people ground their metaphysical claims in nothing, and they're not able to back it up. So you always got to ask them about this.
Yo, man, so how do you ground your morals with absolute certainty? Oh, so actually my left shoe. Yeah, I had a mystical experience in like a non-material fashion with my left shoe, where my left shoe's infinite wisdom was shown to me. And I can't actually prove this to you, but yeah, this actually happened. And I was shown that my left shoe's infinite wisdom grounds all claims of mine, including my moral claims. Dude, wait. Can you prove any of that though? Well, no, I just told you that the experience was mystical and in a non-material fashion, so I can't actually prove it to you. It's beyond scientific. You are so wrong, dude. The grounder for all things is the Almighty God. Can you prove any of that? Well, no, because I had a mystical experience in a non-material fashion, which I therefore cannot prove to you, of my God's infinite wisdom and how he grounds all of the claims that make up my worldview. Oh, wow. So basically what's happening here is that we both cannot provide evidence for our claims which back our worldviews. Well, yes, because this was non-material, so I can't actually prove to you with scientific evidence that it happened. Okay, well, could you at least provide evidence that the God that you worship, that you also can't prove to me, isn't a brain in a vat? Or, maybe can you prove to me that the God you worship or that you experienced himself isn't under the illusion that he grounds all things? Like, can you prove any of that to me? Can you prove to me that the senses that led you to the conclusion that God does these things are an illusion or not? Like, can you prove any of these unfalsifiable claims? Well, no, I can't prove that, but can you prove that about your left shoe? Whoa, hold on. Let me just tap into my shoe and see what my shoe of infinite wisdom has to say about what's going on here. Okay, so I just talked to my shoe, and my shoe and its infinite wisdom just told me that nothing is actually certain, and both of us can't back our claims that are justifying our presuppositions and our worldview, and that at the end of the day, I have to make assumptions and you have to make assumptions about things that are backing and grounding your worldview. So I think the conclusion here is just that we both are making assumptions and that nobody actually has evidence of the thing in absolute terms, which is backing and grounding their worldview.
Whoa. You guys are both wrong. The grounder for all things and all claims is elk.
Well, no, you are all wrong. The thing which grounds all is the fish which I stab in the throat for a nutrient which I can get from a supplement.
Hey everyone, John Eunice here.
Journey.
Hey, what is up, guys? So as you probably have seen from my latest video accepting Primal Edge Health's debate offer, or Tristian, I'm just going to start calling him Tristian from now on. It's much less words, and I think it captivates his worldviews as well. But anyway, Tristian made a very reasonable video responding to my Apex Predator Meat is Manly parody. So we're going to, with a lot of needed brain power, respond to the amazing points made in his video. Now, to be clear, there is an infinite amount of amazing points made by Tristian in this video. So if I were to cover them all, this video would go on infinitely, kind of like the existence of God, or, that thing that Tristian can't actually prove, which grounds his entire worldview, right? So because of this, I will be covering some of his best points. Let's get on with the video. I'm the most alpha being on this planet.
Dude, you're so right. Did you ever notice that people who are not vegan, they think they're so alpha, but they're just not alpha? Did you ever notice that?
I don't need to be a vegan. Humans are the apex predators, and once again, that is going to be the subject of this video. I know vegans just like to eat grass, but I am not just a random stag or cow, herbivore eating grass. I am the apex, all right? So we're gonna go over today what exactly that means and how, because I'm such an apex predator, I don't need to be a vegan. Now, words really cannot describe how confident I am
Because it has nothing to do with anything else other than just this false idealism about being an apex predator. That's why people don't go vegan. They just care about seeming cool like an apex predator.
So, Tristian, please listen carefully. This video is responding to a specific subset of non-vegans who say things like this. The implication here isn't that if you're a non-vegan, you're eliciting this kind of position. If you actually look at a lot of my parodies, they are meant to target a specific subset of non-vegans, not all non-vegans. That's why there's different parodies for different non-vegans. People can be like different, you know what I mean? And then you can parody those specific people. I'm honestly kind of confused at how you watched this video and thought that I was implying that all non-vegans exude this sort of like anti-vegan, humans are apex predators position. Actually, how did you get that from this video?
Vegans are just so beta, and myself with my gummy bears, my credit card, my car, my heart disease, my erectile dysfunction, and all these things just make me the most alpha mother on this planet.
I love how they pick on the things that they're actually insecure about, right? It's fun. Right, it's fun. Right, it's fun. They're actually insecure about. They're actually insecure about. They're actually insecure about. They're actually insecure about.
They're actually insecure about.
Some of my audience, and yes, I know what you're talking about here. These stupid little wannabe like inside jokes you have, dude. Even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who's your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes.
Alright guys, so this part of Tristian's video response really got to me. I mean, like it actually hurt me when I heard him say this, because he's so right. Like there were so many vegans that just didn't think this was funny and that just didn't understand what I was saying in this video. I mean, just have a look at all of the people that were just so clueless and didn't find this video amusing.
Wannabe sense of irony here. Even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. And like the people that do actually maybe see what you're doing, which there's a few here in my audience, we see what's actually happening here. You're coping, dude. You're coping.
Guys, I'm making this parody, making fun of specific non-vegans who claim that being vegan is dumb because humans are apex predators, because I'm coping. Coping, guys. Alright, jokes aside, I am genuinely sitting here right now thinking of what I could possibly be coping for and deciding to point out how funny it is that there are specific people on this planet, keyword Tristian, specific people, not all people, specific people, that justify paying for mass genocide by saying, bro, humans are apex predators, while not killing prey themselves and using a credit card to obtain their prey instead of actually killing them. Guys, when I was making this video, I was coping so hard.
So obviously,
dude, all right, this is supposed to be a parody. It's supposed to be funny. You have this dumb, scary music behind you. What mood are you trying to set? This is one of the stupidest edits I've ever seen. This is one of the stupidest edits I've ever seen. This is one of the stupidest edits I've ever seen.
And killing your prey, standing at a cash register, reaching in my wallet, grabbing my credit card, handing it to the cashier, and then purchasing my pre-packaged prey, which I took no part in when it comes to actually killing them. Like, yo, I am the literal definition of an apex alpha predator.
Okay, so if you're gonna criticize people who don't eat vegan food, right? If you're not a vegan, then you're a fake alpha. So I guess then vegans aren't allowed to buy things with credit cards. Vegans aren't allowed to purchase food from the grocery store. Vegans have to go procure all their own food.
All right, Tristian, This might be the worst of your misinterpretations of my video. Now, there were many, but yeah, this is probably the worst. The point wasn't that people shouldn't be using credit cards. It was that it is funny how the specific subset of non-vegans claim to be predators, while instead of killing their own prey like a real predator, they decide to, with a credit card, pay for somebody else to kill their own prey. How did you get from this part of my parody that I'm saying that people shouldn't be using credit cards? I am genuinely confused.
Everything I've eaten today comes from the valley we live in here. Most of the food, except I had a little bit of papaya earlier, that wasn't from our own land. Most of the food I ate today was from our own land, from our own animals. Right? I'm not here doing that because I want to be alpha. I'm doing that because I want to be able to provide for my children.
All right. Hopefully this is the last time I have to address your misinterpretation. Tristian, if you are not one of the specific non-vegans I'm making fun of in this video, then congratulations, this video is not targeting you. One last time, there are different kinds of non-vegans who make different kinds of arguments toward veganism. And if you're not the kind of non-vegan I'm making fun of in this video, then move on.
Look at this video of lions hunting next to another video of other fellow alphas at the grocery store just flexing their pure dominance. Oh my god, just look at the video on the left. This is the most apex.
Yeah, it's like, this is, whose argument is this? This is the stupidest straw man. You pick the dumbest straw man to take down.
All right, so vegans watching, please, so that Tristian can understand, pause the video right now and let me know in the comments below if you've encountered the humans are apex predators argument against veganism by commenting predators though. Hopefully, this can help him understand that this is actually a largely used response by non-vegans when encountering veganism.
What? Oh, if you don't do this, you're not a predator. If you don't do this, you're not cool. Dude, who cares? This is the thing about people that don't do the vegan thing. We don't give a about your rules about what we can and can't eat. We don't give a about trying to seem cool because of our diet. We want to feel okay. We want to get through our day. We want to be able to feed ourselves. Some of us want to be able to feed ourselves on our own land, and some of us are pretty dang successful at it and are enjoying it. So you're missing the point, man. Like, as usual. That's what veganism is all about, isn't it? Missing the point.
Okay, guys, how ironic is this? Tristian is telling me that I am missing the point of why a lot of people aren't vegan by pointing out that my parody, which is dedicated to specific non-vegans who make this specific argument against veganism, does not address the more common reasons that people aren't vegan. He missed the entire point of my parody and is trying to say that I am missing the point of why people are non-vegan. Let's also remember his missing of my credit card point as well. Definitely no irony here at all, Tristian. It's definitely not you who missed the point of my credit card joke, as well as the point of this entire video. Definitely not. Alright guys, so that is the end of the video. If you want to see the entire critique that he made of the Predator video, I will link it below, and the timestamp is around 3 hours in because it was like a long stream he did where he was just kind of like critiquing all these different vegans. And yeah, there's a lot of really good points he made that I couldn't cover today because I didn't want this video to, go on for too long. So just a reminder guys, the debate is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've never really done like a live stream before, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do all these things, but I will. And just know that if you can't make the actual time of the debate, I'm going to be posting it anyway. So if you can't make it, you will see it in the future anyway. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you support my content and want to support me on Patreon, the link is in my description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Dude, even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who is your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes. Dude, even vegans don't get your weird,